What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last episode, guys, we won the draft very nicely. We got my first ever 192, which was absolutely fantastic. And the draft right now is just giving out. It really is. It's giving out a lot of icons. I'm not the hugest fan of any of these formations. Yeah, it's giving out a lot of the prime icons, which is great, and just gives us the opportunity to experience playing with them. In terms of like the formation that I want to use the most, like the 4-2-3-1 wide is probably where I'm going to go. 4-3-3 holding is quite nice, actually. 4-5-1 I don't like. 4-3-2-1 I've used a couple of drafts and I just don't really have much success with it. Let's go for the 4-3-3 holding, see what we can make out of this. We've had some success with the 4-3-3 variants over the last few days, and there's nothing great here, so we'll start with Sergio Ramos. It means that we can't get his Team of the Year card, which sucks, but hopefully, especially now that we've got our silver card out of the way, hopefully we'll be able to pick up a whole I was going to say a whole bunch of the Prime Icon Moment cards, but I don't know if we can, because it's giving... I mean, hey, Thierry Henry is not bad. We can move him into that into that striker spot where that French player is. Oh my God. This is going from bad to worst. I'll take Pellegrini because he's a good card. Is it... I just don't know what to do when this happens. I've picked literally the best card every time so far, and I'm left with a silver, a common gold, a low-rated gold who is one marking above a silver, a low-end inform, Thierry Henry and Sergio Ramos. It's been a tough start. I need some help here from the game. It's going to be one of those drafts. This is going to be one of those drafts where we go out in the first round because it's just a terrible, terrible squad. We'll take Danny Garcia there for the links. But this is tough. This is really tough. I mean, DeMarcos works for the chemistry as well. This might just be one of those drafts I kind of want to scrap and just get rid of and move on to something else. And we've got some okay players here. Like, obviously, Van Dijk's pretty decent. Well, very good, to be fair. But PK is the one that fits for the chemistry. Upamecano as well. Very, very nice. Just doesn't fit. We've got to take PK in there. And then at left back, we finally get another high-end player with Marcelo Team of the Year. David De Gea Team of the Year here as well would actually work, or just a David De Gea card. And there he is, so we'll take him. So, I mean, we've got the base of a decent squad. Marcelo, Ramos, De Gea, very good. PK and DeMarcos, quite good. Henry, obviously very good. Our three midfielders and the other two attackers are super low end. We're going to need miracles to put this together. And I don't think we're going to get it. It's just not hooking me up very well right now. We get Hernandez there, who is quite a nice addition. We can pop Hernandez in here and then swap these two around here. And that puts us up to 99 chemistry. Hernandez now 87 rated. Really, really quality card as well. I wouldn't necessarily recommend playing him in at CDM, but I think it works for the whole team there. Wow! How is Mbappe's Team of the Year just chilling there with all of these low-end cards? I'm happy for it. I'll take it. We'll throw Mbappe in there. And that takes us to 100 chem. Now, you know what? Our team is looking... We're getting there. We're not going to get like the highest rated team in the world or anything like that. But we're getting there. And if we take Karim Benzema there, that's still a 189. That is everybody on 10 chemistry with exception of Hernandez. Which is fine. Absolutely fine. Now it's about just upgrading that midfield. Oh my God. I can't not take Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm probably going to have to sub him in. We've now got Ronaldo and Mbappe, probably the best attack in the game. I think I've said to you guys multiple times, in my personal opinion, the best two attackers in this, probably the best two players I've ever played with ever in any FIFA are 99 Ronaldo and 97 Mbappe. Tough one, isn't it? Sol Campbell obviously better than PK, but Jordi Alba way better than DeMarcos. We'll take Sol Campbell. We'll pop him in there. We don't lose chem. We don't gain chem. We just got a better defender. It's the midfield that needs the work. And we get Jimenez there as well. So we've got a lot of really, really, really good La Liga centre-backs, which is pretty cool. I wonder if Hernandez would be better at right-back than the right-back that I already have. Ooh, very nice with Casemiro there as well. Pop him in there. Now we're starting to get a draft that's okay. You know, pretty decent to be fair. We're not getting our prime icons at all, really. We're getting Neymar and a Gareth Bale there. Who do I want to bring on? This is tough because Neymar obviously is brilliant. We've already got Ronaldo as one sub. If I take Neymar, that's another offensive sub. And now Ronaldo's just going to replace Benzema, no problem at all. If I take Bale, I can actually play him at centre mid instead of the left centre mid that we've got. And play a really weird midfield of Casemiro, Hernandez and Bale, with Henry, Ronaldo and Mbappe out front and quite a solid defence. I'm going to take Gareth Bale and we're going to sub him onto that left midfield spot. And then we get Luis Suarez as well in there. Now, Suarez I can't start, but will be a good sub. This is an okay team. It's a 190, which is okay. The attack, if I were to start Cristiano Ronaldo, which obviously I'm not going to because of chemistry reasons, but that attack is fantastic. So subbing Ronaldo on and subbing Benzema probably straight off, even though this is the upgraded Benzema. Tell you what, he's got really good stats, much better stats now since he's been upgraded. He'll have 90 sprint speed and 93 acceleration. A little bit more if we can get the manager to give him up to 10 chem. He's got good shooting, good dribbling all round really, other than, a little low on balance. His stamina's a little light, but I think it is fair to say that for attackers, 78 stamina isn't terrible, for strikers specifically, because they don't run up and down and up and down, so it's not too bad. I mean, this isn't a terrible draft. Hernandez is, if I actually, I need him for the chemistry for Mbappe. See, if I swap those two around there, Hernandez gets 6 chemistry. What I could do is I could start Gareth Bale. And then sub in Mbappe and sub in Ronaldo because they're both Team of the Year cards. They've got such high boosts anyway. So Hernandez starts on 6 chem. And yeah, so Ronaldo will come on for Benzema. Mbappe will come on for the left centre mid and Bale will swap around with Mbappe. And that's going to be what the team is. So a La Liga manager would be super, super helpful right here. And we get one. There you go. Happy days. So that is most people onto 10 chemistry. Hernandez is going to go on to 7 chemistry. Casemiro will go up to 10 in the end. Sol Campbell is going to be on 10. Yeah, so 7 chemistry. So for Hernandez to be in here, he has the anchor chem style as well. That's not bad for a CDM. Good pace, nice short passing. Vision's pretty terrible. His physicals are quite nice. His defending is obviously very nice. He'd make a good CDM, I suppose. And yeah, that guys is the squad. So let's get into the action. Okay guys, so as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-3-2-1 team. Salah, Aguero, Sanchez, Best, Oxlade-Chamberlain and a few others there. But when I look at this draft, I feel like this guy just got shafted. The fact that he only got one Optimus Prime icon and it's an icon that he can't even put in his right position for chemistry reasons kind of makes you feel a little bit bad. However, with my insane attack, I expected big things, and we started off amazingly. Thierry Henry there scooping the ball over the slide tackle and volleying home with some venom there to pop that one into the back of the net to make it 1-0. That one soon became 2, 22 minutes on the clock. Mbappe goes down the right-hand side, gets it in, crosses it in, and there is the header from, I can't remember who scored that. Anyway, the third goal came, another header at the back post there, gets volleyed out. There is George Best. Is that Best? No, Bale. Gareth Bale, beg your pardon. Scoops it up, hits a volley. It didn't take a deflection, and it wasn't very powerful, but for some reason the keeper just refused to save it, and my opponent rage quit, and I kind of get it. You know, how did this keeper not save that? With that being said, I was dominating the play anyway, and that moves us on into the second round. We come up against a monster team. No prime icons, however, but 3 Team of the Years, 2 heavy informs, 3 Future Stars cards, and 2 Champions League live items makes this a sensational 190. and in general an absolutely phenomenal team. However, once again, we start off really well here. Mbappe with the El Tornado cross, and there is Thierry Henry at the back post to make the header go home and takes us 1-0 up. My opponent scores from kickoff. I thought I tackled him there with De Bruyne. I didn't. I then lunged in and lunged in and lunged in and lunged in. And I lunged in one more time, and he scored. And, you know, that kickoff or not, that's just terrible defending, isn't it? Like, let's be realistic. That is just horrific defending. We do end up getting another goal, however. The first corner comes in and headed home, or headed out, should I say. The second corner comes in, headed to the back post, takes a deflection, and Cristiano Ronaldo is there to tap that one into the back of the net. And my third goal also came from a corner whipped in, headed in again, this time cleared off the line, but Luis Suarez, I believe that was there to head home. My opponent did make it 3-2 with 20 minutes left on the clock. He gets a good tackle in there, a pass out from me, a bad pass out from me, and again, just making bad decisions at the wrong time, and he ends up popping it in the back of the net with Calvert-Lewin. Nice tidy finish in the end. And that put it back to 3-2. So, you know, potentially a really tough last 10 minutes. But fortunately enough, we managed to get a really good goal there. The 1-2 into Casemiro. And Casemiro slams that one to the back post, shoots and scores, and puts us 4-2 up, which is how the game finished. And in general, that was actually a game that I controlled more than any game out of the rest of the draft. Even though I conceded 2 goals, you can see there are 20 shots, 15 on target, 59% possession. I put in 13 tackles. Like, my opponent literally played the odds game. You know, he sat deep and he tried to hit me on counters, and it nearly worked out for him as we go into the semi-final. Now, this guy has got 2 Optimus Prime icons with Figo and Paul Scholes, but a lot of his team is pretty poor. Witsel, Fellaini, Alonso, not great. A few good players in there, but lack of chemistry as well. And once again, things start well for us. Down near that corner flag this time, Thierry Henry there plays the ball into Marcelo. Marcelo whips the cross in, and there is Casemiro, of all people, to head that one home and give me the 1-goal lead. That 1 goal soon became 2. We start off in our own half with possession here. Gareth Bale now in the midfield, since we've got ourselves Team of the Year Mbappe down the right-hand side. Mbappe gets in behind another El Tornado cross, and there is Thierry Henry to head that one home to make it 2-0. And the goals didn't stop flowing there. Just short of half-time there to make it 2-0. Into the second half we go. Or just a little bit off a kick-off here. Mbappe down the right-hand side into Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a McGeady spin. Ronaldo with a drag back. Ronaldo with a scoop turn. Ronaldo with a shot. Ronaldo with the goal. And that was actually a really, really nice goal. One of my favourite goals from me out of this whole tournament. And let's just take a look at that again there as my opponent rage quits, sending us into a final. And since I've been hitting these big teams, these big players, I've been dominating drafts. This is like, I won 2 drafts that didn't come into Draft to Glory over the last couple of days, and 2 drafts in Draft to Glory over the last couple of days. So a win here would be like my 5th draft win out of the last like 7 drafts or so, which I would be really happy with. But my opponent has got a super team. Again, some phenomenal players in there, some Team of the Years, icons, future stars, headliners. He's got a little bit of everything. The only goal came from some strength from Mbappe across to the back post, and there is Gareth Bale to nod that one home to put me 1-0 up. And funnily enough, that was the only goal of the game. So we do end up winning another draft there, guys, which is sensational. Very happy with that. Played some really good FIFA here with a really nice team as well. Obviously, my 2 Team of the Years up front were absolutely spectacular. This is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so another draft win. Fantastic stuff there. 40 wins now in the draft. And 39 sets of the 7.5k and 225k packs. No, just kidding. But really, my draft rewards, other than Hullet, you know, I actually, funnily enough, I said in yesterday's video, it's typical of me to get bad draft rewards. And, you know, the chat was like, oh, but Hullet. Well, that was the anomaly. Typically, you know, in the other, 38 draft wins before today, we get bread. So typically, I get pretty bad rewards. This is what the team looked like. Fantastic team. I tell you something, I loved this formation. I was really, really happy with how this formation played. It just seemed to give me options everywhere for everything. And I rely, or at least I thought I relied heavily on having a cam. But I guess not. Maybe I might, experiment a little bit in foot champs with the 4-3-3 variants as well, just in case they, do me wonders. But that attack, Team of the Year Mbappe, Team of the Year Ronaldo, and Thierry Henry, spectacular. Henry scoring one of the flick-up volley goals. I think Ronaldo scored a flick-up volley goal. Bale might have scored a flick-up volley goal. I had a lot of fun with this team, and I scored a lot of goals. Funnily enough, the one game that we conceded goals in, because we only conceded goals in one game, was a game that I absolutely dominated, heavier than any other game. I had, I think, like 20 shots, 16 on target, something like that, something outrageous. And my opponent scored the only 2 counter-attacks that he really had as viable goal-scoring opportunities. And that, funnily enough, is exactly what's wrong with this game right now. You know, he got battered the whole game, but he only lost 4-2, and one of them was a super late goal. Due to the fact that the drop back counter works so well. But there you go, guys, a really comfortable draft victory in the end, and we get ourselves, of course, the second to last worst pack set, the 2 gold packs and the 2 jumbo premium gold premium gold player packs. The good news about these ones is that you will make profit, just because you're going to get 30 players minimum guaranteed that will sell for at least 500 coins minimum guaranteed, just so long as you're smart with how and when you sell them. So, you know, that's going to be your 15,000 coins back just from the players, let alone the consumables and the match coins, and then also let alone any potential more expensive players that you might pick up from the 25k packs. So, you know, this is a profitable experience for us here today. And I got to have a whole bunch of fun with some of the players I've never really used before, which is also pretty cool. We'll list this guy up right there. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Obviously, it would be amazing and super duper nice if we could hit a walkout, ones to watch and inform, something of note would be really, really good. And we do get boards, which is very nice. Is it going to be a good board? Brazil is a good start. Goalkeeper, it's going to be Neto. That's not bad. 84 rated isn't the worst. I think they were up at like 12k at one point throughout the last 7 or 8 days. I think now they've come all the way down back down into 4s and 3s. So they have come way down in value. But even at 4-5k there for Neto, we're going to, again, add a nice chunk onto the end goal profit for this episode. And our second pack, no boards. And that is kind of how and why this reward in general is pretty terrible, is because if you get something like this, you're just screwed. You know what I mean? You're just screwed. But Danny Rose will sell for 1,000 coins. And Rafa, probably actually 1,000 coins because of League SBCs. Wow, not even close. 700 coins. That, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.